Hello, my friends. It's Christy with 4 a.m. Junk Journals, and I am here this morning to do some art before breakfast with you. And what we're going to be working on today is a project for a brand new swap. Hold on just one second. A brand new swap over on Junk Journals Crafts and More. This swap is called Boredom Busters. This is Boredom Busters #1, and essentially the premise is that this swap will change every single time we do it. It'll be something totally different, but this time for this first project our theme is rainbows and weird. And so you can choose to use the theme of rainbows, or you can choose to use the theme of weird, or you can choose to use the two together, which is what I'm going to do in these projects. And then we're going to do another one that's just rainbow, so that those who are going, I don't think I can do the weird, can see what you can do with just the rainbow. Okay, so without further ado, because we have a lot to cover here, let's go ahead and get started. I did pull out 3 because I have 3 partners in this swap, or will have 3 partners in this swap. And so what we're doing is we're making bookmarks. So I have 3 pieces of cardstock here that are approximately 2.5 by 6.5. I have some rainbow colored background paper. So the requirements are that you have an animal. So I have 3 different animals here. I have a black rhinoceros, a monkey of some sort, I don't know which kind that is, and then a blue horse, and then some fibers, thread or fabric of some sort, yarn or whatever, so yarn, fibers, or thread, and I've got these. And then you needed an eye or a letter I, or a nose or a mouth, and I've got some eyes cut out. And then the 4th thing was a number. You need a number. And I've got these stickers over here in a couple of different colors. They're very pastel, so I'm not sure if we're going to use them, or if I'm going to look through some magazines or something to see if I can find us some numbers. But I do have these sitting here on standby. Okay, and so let's just get started. I also could stamp some numbers on, I guess, if I wanted to. I don't know what we're going to do about the numbers yet, but there's plenty of options for numbers. I think I even have some rub-ons somewhere that have numbers. So I'm going to start by just covering my bookmarks with the background paper. And yeah, so let's do that real quick. So how is everyone? I hope you're doing well. It has been a while since I've just sat down and recorded an art before breakfast. I've been kind of in an artistic slump, kind of suffering some artistic paralysis, which happens to me sometimes. What had happened was I kind of fell into a funky depression. And on top of being in this kind of funky depression, I was a little overwhelmed by the mess in my craft room. It had gotten to a point where it was really bothering me. Well, that was dumb. Did y'all see what I did? That's all right. We can fix it. We can fix it, Mom. The mess was really starting to bother me, and it was making it difficult to think artistically. And so, yeah, that was a whole thing. And so for a while now, plus I've been really busy. That didn't help. And so for a while now, I've just kind of been where I just could not bring myself to sit down and do anything artistic. I did some, but like not much, and not like sitting down and recording a video, right? So I'm happy to be back to my art. I hope that I can kind of maintain my mojo, so to speak. This project has really got me I mean, like to the point that I was excited about doing it last night and I wanted to kind of get out of bed and just do it. But I couldn't because my grandchildren are staying with me this week. So they're having to sleep in the living room, which is fine. It's the opposite end of the house of my craft room. But if I had gotten up, my dogs would have insisted on getting up. And Octavia, if you guys have been watching, you know, is our newest puppy. She was she wandered up one day. She was a stray. Somebody had dumped her. And so she is still acclimating and she can be very loud and obnoxious. And on top of that, she's like at least part beagle. And she sounds very much like a beagle. And so when she gets loud, like nobody on earth could sleep through that. So, all that to say that I couldn't get up because if I had, my grandsons would have been up and they had school this morning. So that wouldn't have been a good thing for them. So, um, so I didn't, but I laid in there really, really wanting to. So I've been kind of excited about doing this project. I like the weirdness of it. Um, it really makes me happy. So I know, I'm crazy. But between the colors and the weirdness, it's just an exciting project to me. And I really debated because I just came up with this idea for this swap, right? And well, I've been working on the idea for a month, but I mean, like it's a new one, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I should start with the weird because it might turn people off. And I think probably there are some people who aren't participating because they're like, I don't know about all that. But that's okay because the next one will be totally different. It won't look anything at all like this, and so maybe they'll participate then. But yeah, so I really debated on it, but in the end, I really love the weird, and it's not something we ever do in the group for swaps. So I thought, why not give it a try? There's bound to be some people out there like me who are just, you know, really into the weird stuff. Um, so if you're watching, trying to decide whether or not to participate, yes, do it. All right. Okay. So now we have our background pieces, and I can fix this. And there's a little cut there, but I can fix that too. So I'm not overly worried about those things. And so then what I was thinking was, let's take the horse, and I don't want to put him on the blue one. I want to put him like right here. And so we're going to kind of glue him down like that because this bookmark is not going to be wide enough, obviously, you know, for the whole horse. So let's go ahead and we're going to do that. And I took this image of this horse out of a Horseman magazine that I have a bunch of them, a bunch of the Horseman magazines I got at a Friends of the Library thing. And like that. Okay, I like that better. the other way, it looked like he was almost laying down. And I could wrap that around the back of the bookmark. I didn't, but I could have. And so there's our horse one so far. And that glue is all over the place, but it'll dry and it'll be fine. And then this one, I think I'm going to turn it upside down like that. And then he's going to go on there like that. That. All right. Second bookmark is started. Okay, and then bring over the rhinoceros. We're going to put him on just like that. Okay. All right. There's 3 pieces. Now, the next thing I want to do is okay, so let's start with the monkey. Okay. I have these eyes that I picked out for him. And they're going to kind of go like this. So all wonky. Okay. But what I'm trying to decide is I've got these little colored dots. And I originally was going to pull them out. And what I was going to do with them was kind of decorate above his head. But then I got to thinking, what if I were to put them like behind his eye? So how would that look? Like if I did that. See, I kind of like that. So I'm going to put that on there. And we're going to get in. And then what I'm thinking is we come along with some of these fibers And we can do kind of above his eye and give him some lashes. So let's go ahead and glue the eyes down. Like that. And then we can take this, and like I said, we'll just give him a little bit of lashes right there. So let's just go ahead and actually, for this, let's take the Fabri-Tac so that we can know it will stay in place. The Fabri-Tac is kind of grody. I usually don't let it get like this because it's kind of expensive glue. Which those of you who use this know that. But again, I've been kind of in a funk, so I haven't been taking as good a care of my stuff as I should either. This is so much fun. Okay. Okay. And then I think I want to do like one more layer just above that, because it's feeling kind of thin up there. So let's just go ahead and do one more. Kind of right there. Make his eyebrow a little thicker. All right, I'm liking that. Okay. Let's see, what else do I want to do with them? I feel like he needs just a little tiny bit of black. Like that. Okay. And I got to think about it for a few minutes because I'm not sure what else I want to do. I'm thinking about giving him a top hat. If I can find one that I like, I'm thinking he might need a top hat. Um, yeah. And I'm probably going to wind up sewing around it. And I probably, well, I definitely still have to have a number. And I'm thinking about maybe a word up there. But let's set him to the side for a minute. I don't know if I like that black. I should not have done that. But that's okay. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so if we take this guy, and we're going to give him this little eye. But before we do, we're definitely going to want to give him a little dot, I think. Except I think that dot's too big. It's just that that eye does not stand out very well. So I want to kind of give it something to make it stand out a little better. Maybe like that. There we go. Okay. And so now we can add on that eye. Okay. And so then the next thing is the horse. And I also have an eye for the horse. Now the horse I don't think needs the circle behind it because his eye is big. And so I think that that's enough with the eye. And then I've got his lash as well, and I gave him an orange lash or brow or whatever. So let's start here with the eye. And yeah, I think his eye is so big that putting a dot under it would be a little odd. I say a little odd when I'm working on this project. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. That was funny stuff right there. Yeah, super love that. All right. This doesn't even get it. I'm not even going to trim it. I think that's awesome. Okay. So here's kind of where we're at. Okay. So we know they still need numbers. And like I said, I'm probably going to sew around them. And I also probably want to put something like a word or something. And let me grab something real quick. Okay, I got some different washies. And so what I feel like I want to do is let's start by kind of giving him a little bit of distressing around his eye. And then I was thinking, I want to give him, I think, some of these yellow flowers, like maybe right across the top, maybe like right here. What do you think? And then maybe um, okay, and then let's put a number right on top of that. Let me see what I can find real quick. Okay, I'm not having much luck finding a number yet, but I was thinking I've got OU, oh, you animal. How fun is this? Okay, again, just like that. I think she kind of needs some red lips, though. I've decided now that it's a female. I need some red lipstick. Figure out how to do that exactly. Okay, it still needs a number. And I'm wondering, see what I've got. I know I have some rub-ons over there. I should look and see what I've got. We may not get 3 of these done. We may just do the one and then I'll do the others later. Okay, let's see. Let's see. The next thing I think I want to do, if I totally mess it up, I can just start over, right? I think I want to give her some red lipstick. This is actually like brick red, so it's going to be dark. Okay. Now I'm wondering, what if kind of took some bronze and filled this in a bit. I like that better. That's better. Yep, that's better. do y'all think of that? Okay, and then I'm going to go over that a little bit. Okay, so she's still, okay, so now she's got her number. So we have animal, fibers, an eye, and a number. So this one is essentially done, except I want to, like I said, I want to sew around it. Other than that, that one's pretty much, I think, done. I think I super love the way it turned out. So it's super cute. Okay, let's move on to this one and see what we can do with the blue horse. Now, I think he's got kind of a Indian look going on there, you know? Not like a real Indian look, but like the representation that you see a lot for Indians from the Old West and stuff. I kind of like it. Okay, so let's do, what do I want to do with him? He still needs a number, and he needs, oh, that's it, right? He just needs a number. But he needs something. He needs something. I'm feeling like he needs something right here. And I'm wondering if we want to add maybe, oh, wait. What if I added my mushrooms? My psychedelic mushrooms. I wish I had something that said, you saw what? Because he's a blue horse. And then you've got the psychedelic mushrooms. And then we can put the mushrooms on there. I love it. Okay, let's do that. And then we'll figure out where we want to put that number exactly. I think I'll just put that number right there. So I'm liking that. Okay. Okay, and so then let's do the rhino. And for the rhino, all right, well, we have his fibers and we have him. And we have his eye. So again, all we really need here is a number, but feeling like this guy's in the movies. And so I'm going to give him some movie film strip. And I'll do probably 2. Okay. Start with that. And then I've got this that says need a refresh, and I was thinking that might be fun. But refresh won't really fit on there, so I guess not. Oh, that might be fun though. Let's give him a, let's see. Let's see if I have something in here I can use for what I'm thinking. If not, we'll just make one. It'll be fine. Actually, that might work perfectly. Okay. Well, let's see here. I got it. First things first, we're going to turn this into a bit of a flag, and we're going to stamp a number on it. And then we'll just glue it there. And need some kind of something to say. Okay. I kind of feel like I should sew around it first so that it doesn't like mess up my saying, because I'm worried about that over there. And I could, of course, just not sew, but kind of want to. So then if I've got go discover the wildlife, right? Just like that. I don't really feel like it needs any washing, any more washing than it's already got. I don't really feel like it needs, let's just sew and see what we think once we've sewn. I'm going to glue this on after I sew the discover part. Let me go see what we think. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and what I'm thinking I want to do is I'm going to take my pink ink and I'm just going to ink around these so that that white thread isn't quite as white, and just to add a little pop of other color. Yep, I like that. That's nice. Okay. And then we'll do this one. Like I said, the idea is just to give it, give that white thread a little color. Okay. And of course you don't need to do that. That's totally a personal choice. Just like sewing is, you certainly don't need to stitch if you don't want to, don't have a machine, don't like that aesthetic. You certainly don't need to do that. Okay. And then I'm going to just put this on here. Before I do, I think I'll give it just a little bit of this pink, maybe a little bit of the vintage photo as well, just to kind of give that white a little bit of color. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. All right. There we go. Go discover the wildlife. Doody 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 doody. Oh wait, no, that's the Twilight music. That doesn't really fit, does it? All right. All right, guys. 3 down. The last thing I want to do, these I believe are done. The only thing left to be done to these is for me to sign them, which I will do off camera. You guys, I'm just going to flip them over, sign my name on the back, and put 4am junk journals and the year, and that they are for Boredom Busters #1. Okay, so, and I'll put Junk Journals Craft some more on there because that's the group that we're doing the swap in. And I love the way these are turned out. Okay, so let's look at the one that is less weird. Let's look at the one that we're focusing on the rainbows rather than the weird. Sorry about that noise. I'm shaking up my shake so that I can have my breakfast as we're sitting here doing art before breakfast. But Our before breakfast is lasting a long time this morning, so I'm gonna have breakfast while we do it. So I've got some cardstock here. Let me just set these to the side. I've got some cardstock here, and I'm going to cut this to 2.5. By about 6.5. And then I'm going to bring over my rainbow paper again. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut this to 2.5 by 6.5, or a little over. Just like that. Okay, so we still need all the same things. We need an eye, or a letter I, or a nose, or a mouth. We need some fibers or yarn or thread. We need an animal, and we need a number. And so kind of have a thought on how I want to do it. So the first thing I want to do before we do anything else is to get out my stamp stuff, and we're just going to cover this in numbers. Okay. So that looks really cool, and I love it already. So the next thing I want to do is to find an animal to be my centerpiece, or my center focus. Maybe I will. It's a cute cat. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, so let's see. We need the glue. Maybe we'll just go. Oh, wait. It's this side that we're going to cut off. We'll just cover as much of this as we can with glue. Of course, we're going to sew, so I mean, it's not like the end of the world if we don't get it all covered in glue. But just do it just like that. And then we'll just go ahead and trim the rest of this off. Okay, so we've got the cat, and he's cute. Just wish he had his other eye. I should have moved him over further. Okay, and then I'm thinking we want some of this rainbow washi. So far we have our numbers, we have our animal. Wow. We technically have an eye because our animal has an eye, but I already have a plan for that anyway. And so that's okay. I was going to put that up there, but maybe like a thinner. I don't really want to cover any more of the cat. We've lost quite a bit of him already. No, I don't like that. Okay. Mostly because it's not even. Yeah, so it's going to tear. Okay, we're going to just keep it. See if we can straighten it out a little. It'll be fine. This one's not going to be perfect, but who said we wanted it to be, right? We don't do this art for perfection. We do it for fun. And for the beauty of it. And I like that anyway, so it's fine. That's pretty cool. Okay, alrighty. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. Alright, so now what we need is the fibers or yarn or whatever, which I have a plan for. Okay guys, sorry about that. So I had changed out the battery on this right before I started filming, but this video has been going really long. I didn't realize how long, but it's like 10 o'clock and I started at like before 7. So it's going to be a long video to edit. So now my rainbow kitty. So we have the animal, we have the fibers, we have the numbers. We just need the eye. Okay, so let's do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down the side. That's what I'm going to do. Wonder how it would look if I only put the blue tassel, or only put the blue piece in as the tassel. I don't know, we might try that when I come back. Let me go sew around it. I like it like that. And now it has all the requirements. So it has the animal, it has the numbers, it has the fibers or yarn, and what was the other thing? Oh, and it has the eye. So let's put a little bit of ink on this one. I think with this one we'll just go with the vintage photo. And yeah, there we go. So this one has the just rainbow thing. So this one is just the rainbow without the weird. Okay. And then we have the 3 weird ones that we did that are weird and rainbow. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you found this useful, or at the very least entertaining. I hope that you crafted along, and I hope you'll join me again for another video very soon. If you like what you saw today, be sure and give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from this channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you click the little bell, it will notify you every time I upload a new video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're crafting today. Drop me a picture. I'd love to see it. I'll talk with all of you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.